Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II BAFTA build tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Japanese aircraft carrier Sōryū. Sōryū, which means Blue Dragon, was an aircraft carrier built for the Imperial Japanese Navy during the mid-1930s. A sister ship, Hiro, was intended to follow Sōryū, but Hiro's design was heavily modified and she is often considered to be a separate class. Sōryū's aircraft were employed in operation during the Second Sino-Japanese War in the late 1930s and supported the Japanese invasion of French Indochina in mid-1940. During the first months of the Pacific War, she took part in the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Battle of Wake Island, and supported the conquest of the Dutch East Indies. In February 1942, her aircraft bombed Darwin, Australia, and she continued to assist in the Dutch East Indies campaign. In April, Sōryū's aircraft helped sink 2 British heavy cruisers and several merchant ships during the Indian Ocean raid. After a brief refit, Sōryū and 3 other carriers of the First Fleet participated in the Battle of Midway in June 1942. After bombing American forces on Midway Atoll, the carriers were attacked by aircraft from the island and the carriers Enterprise, Hornet, and Yorktown. Dive bombers from Yorktown crippled Sōryū and set her on fire. Japanese destroyers rescued the survivors, but the ship could not be salvaged and was ordered to be scuttled so as to allow her attended destroyers to be released for further operations. She sank with the loss of 711 officers and enlisted men of the 1,103 aboard. The loss of Sōryū and 3 other IJN carriers at Midway was a critical strategic defeat for the Japanese and contributed significantly to the Allies' ultimate victory in the Pacific. So, the IJN Sōryū, a carrier that was obviously very important to the Japanese and lost in the Battle of Midway. So part of those 4 carriers that were lost in doing that huge blow to the Navy of the Japanese, and basically Midway was the turning point of the war, and from then on the Japanese were pretty much on the defensive. So overall, really nice looking carrier compared to the Shokaku and Suikaku. It's a bit of a smaller carrier type, and mainly because it was built a lot earlier in the 1930s, when I believe there were still restrictions on tonnage and stuff like that for ships, if I remember correctly, due to the Washington Naval Treaty. But yeah, really cool ship, and didn't really get to see too much action in World War II, though it did participate in some of the major battles in the Pacific for like the Pearl Harbor attack, Battle of Wake Island, and some of the East India campaigns, and even the Battle of Midway, however, it was defeated there. So, really nice carrier, another fleet carrier to add to our Japanese lineup, and we have a lot of carriers. We're up to 3 Japanese carriers now, so definitely cranking these bad boys out, and the ship here is going to make a awesome addition nonetheless. So let's go ahead and kind of move into taking a look at it. And actually, before we do, I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Koya for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more, you guys are, do feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions, where you can go pledge a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so, earn a vehicle request of your choosing. Help support the work I do on my channel, and is obviously greatly appreciated. So again, feel free to check that out. Link is always in my video descriptions. But anyways, let's go and kind of take a look here at Sōryū and see what we got going on here. So, like the carriers at Midway, the carrier here features the iconic kind of red meatball on the front there, and I believe actually after the Battle of Midway, the Japanese stopped doing it. It's kind of like a big bullseye aim there for American ships, though I do really like the idea of it on there. I think it just looks cool and really makes Japan's carriers stand out. But anyways, starting on the bow here, we have obviously the Emperor crest here, very typical for our Japanese capital ships. Some AA gun positions on the front, all the anchor systems and all that stuff. On the sides here, we have obviously all the AA batteries, different little things here and there that jut out, vents, and you know, all that kind of stuff. But mainly AA guns and catwalks along the side there of the ship. On top here, we have the kind of rigging or antenna. I'm not exactly sure what these are. The Japanese carriers seem to have them, but not the American ones. It might be radio or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, you got these wires here that run out to the side and stick out, which again makes the Sōryū kind of a interesting design compared to the Shokaku, which we have over there, which has them straight. This one basically has them kind of angled out to the sides, which is kind of a cool design. And then the back here, obviously, of the ship, all the lifeboats and stuff. And then the right side here, obviously different from the left side. Got the exhaust here for the funnels that stick out the side, very iconic for Japanese carriers. And the conning tower and all that stuff. So really beautiful ship. Again, gonna make an awesome addition to any of your World War II maps. And without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here. We'll be going ahead and starting off with layer number 1. Now, layer 1 here and the first few layers here are going to be built half on, half off. What this means is we're going to be building the center line of the ship, and then we're going to be building the entire right side or the starboard side of it. And then it'll be up to you guys to copy the left side or port side over on the other side of it. It kind of makes the tutorial a little bit faster here for these first few layers, and since it's completely symmetrical, it's easy to just go ahead and do that. To go ahead and kind of get started here, we're going to be going ahead and start off with our front here. Now, if you are building this in the water, which I imagine a lot of you guys are going to want to do, you do want to make sure that you build this to the correct depth underwater. So you can see here this line of blue concrete representing the water level, and this right here is going to sit a block underneath that. And very important, again, to make sure that's correct, because obviously if it's not positioned correctly in the water, it's not going to sit properly. So just make sure that's correct there. Again, that blue line there representing your water level. Anyways, let's go and get started here. So we're going to place down 2 brick walls for the front here. After that, we're going to go and then grab ourselves red concrete, and we're going to be placing down a long row of red concrete. This row in total is going to be 41 blocks in length. So back from that brick wall, all the way to the back here, that's going to be 41 blocks total. We're going to go then place down a brick slab here on the end. We're going to go and skip a space and then place down 2 brick walls like that to go and finish that off. With that done, going ahead and moving back up to the front there, that's going to do it for our center line, and we're going to go and start working our way out to the sides. We're going to place down a brick top slab coming off the 3rd red concrete block back from the front, and then a brick upside down stair. We then want to take our red concrete, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34 red concrete blocks back. We're going to go and then place down a brick upside down stair, a brick top slab, and then come off that top slab and place down 2 end rods back and a birchwood slab like so. After that's done, going again back up to the front here, we're going to go back to our 4th red concrete block. We're going to place down a brick top slab to the side of it. We're going to go then place down a 2nd brick top slab, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 brick upside down stairs. We're going to then take our red concrete, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 red concrete blocks back. We're going to place down 2 brick upside down stairs, 2 brick top slabs, and then a brick stair like so. Coming off the brick stair going back, we're going to place down 2 end rods and then a birchwood slab like that on the end there. After that's done, we want to go ahead and go to our middle 7 red concrete blocks here in the basically on our line right here. And this is going to be, we're going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks from the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our 7th block here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these acacia wood trapdoors along the side there. And on this end here, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red concrete blocks as well. And after we have that all done, that's going to basically complete this layer. Looking at from above here, this is what we should have for layer number 1. With that done, that's it for layer 1. Let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, we're going to go ahead and be doing the same thing, so off camera, or half on, half off. So to begin with, we're going to place down a red concrete block here on top of this brick wall. We're going to then go back from it, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, leave a row of 5 here for the front. Go into the 3rd block, we're going to place down a acacia wood trapdoor to the side here, and then 2 brick walls back from it, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 red concrete blocks back after that. We then want to take our brick walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 along these last 4 red concrete blocks, and then we're going to go and take our red concrete and again go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27 red concrete blocks back. I'm going to double check my count here, and it is 27 blocks in total. We're going to go then take our brick walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 brick walls back, and then on the insides here we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 red concrete blocks. Coming off the side of these brick walls, we're going to place down a brick top slab to the side here, and then we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3 acacia wood trapdoors back. On the inside here, on the center space, so basically coming off this slab, going up over this space here, we're going to place down a red concrete block, 1 more back, a brick upside down stair, brick top slab, and then another acacia wood trapdoor like that. We're going to go and then grab our brick stairs, and we want to go and place down a brick upside down stair to the side of this red concrete block here, brick top slab, and then 1 and 2 acacia wood trapdoors back like that. And once we have that done, we're going to then go to our center spot here on the side of the hole, and we're going to basically go directly up from these acacia wood trapdoors with a nice line there. And we want to go and then go 4 more out in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just like that on both sides. And once we have that all done, this is what it will look like from up above here. And that will pretty much complete layer 2. You also have the option of filling the inside in here as well. So if you do want to do that, you have the ability to do so. But just know that this is the minimum that you will need to make sure there's no holes or gaps or anything like that in your hull of your ship. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for this layer. Let's go ahead and move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, so moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. Layer 3 here is where we're going to go ahead and start basically doing each part of the layer completely all together as we start to get into the different details that occupy the different sides of the ship. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and take stone blocks. We're going to place down a stone block on top of this red concrete block. We're going to then go 1 and 2 more, and actually, sorry, 3 more stone blocks back. So you have a row of 4 here. On the last 2 blocks here, we're going to place down andesite walls here to both sides. And we're going to go and then take our stone blocks and then go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks back. On the last 3 stone blocks, we're going to place down 3 andesite walls. And we're going to do the same thing over here as well. After we have that done, we're going to go then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a long row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31 stone blocks back. I'm going to go and double check our count here to make sure that there is, nothing messed up here. And yep, we want to have 31 blocks of stone in total. And we're just going to do the same thing over here to this side as well. So I'm just going to quickly build this side all the way back, like so. And after that, we want to go then take our andesite walls. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone walls back, and same thing over here. On the inside here, we're going to also place down our stone blocks, like so. And then after that, we're going to go from the stone blocks. We're going to place down 1 more block going back on both sides here, 2 blocks in the center, and then 2 andesite walls here on the sides of those 2 blocks. After we have that complete, we're going to go and then grab ourselves polished black stone buttons, levers, and iron trapdoors, and we're going to go and start doing the individual details for the side. So go ahead and start with the right side here, and this can be the right side only. We're going to go ahead and start off by taking our polished black stone buttons. We're going to place down 2 buttons here, and then we want to go and place down a button on this first stone block, followed by a lever, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 black stone buttons here. We're going to go and then skip 2 spaces, then place down there 2 buttons here. Going up to the front here, we're going to place down 2 buttons on these 2 stone blocks here. We're going to place down a lever on this stone block, followed by 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors, a lever, and then we want to go and then place down 2 iron trapdoors directly after that. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to complete the right side and basically what needs to go on this side. So here's a bit of a view of what it looks like, the right side being a little bit different from the left side. After that's done, go into the left side here. We're going to start off by placing down 2 black stone buttons on these 2 stone blocks. We're going to go do the same thing we did on the other side there up here in the front. So now lever right here, 3 iron trapdoors, lever, and then 2 iron trapdoors. We're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 black stone buttons, skip a space, and then another 4 buttons. We then want to skip 2 spaces and then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buttons back. We're going to go then place down a lever and then another black stone button like so. And then lastly on the back here on these 2 stone blocks, we're just going to place down 2 black stone buttons. And that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer 3. You're going to do obviously the same for the those different designs on both sides, but the overall shape and structure here is pretty much the same. Looking at from above here, this is what it should look like for this layer. And one thing you can also do is if you do want to, you can fill the inside in here with stone. Again, not a completely necessary thing, but just another little thing you can do to kind of make this a little bit more of a solid build. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer 3. Let's move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, what we want to do to begin with is we're going to place down a stone block on top of this one here in the front. We're going to then place down an andesite wall connect that block toward the front as well. We're going to go and start working on the right side to get us started. So from this point, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the side of the stone block. We then want to go ahead and go back from the stone block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 stone blocks back. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone upside down stair, coming off the second stone block, an item frame, and then a crossbow rotated around facing downwards in that item frame like that. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stone blocks going back from that stair. On the first stone block here, we're going to place down a black stone button, followed by a lever, another black stone button, and then a row of 4 of andesite walls. We're going to go and then place down a iron trapdoor, coming off this andesite wall like so. And then we're going to go and place down a stone block, coming off this andesite wall right here. After that stone block, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone brick wall, and we're going to place down a stone brick wall in that section there. We're going to go and then place down a lever on this iron trapdoor, and also a lever on this iron trapdoor here. Behind these, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 of stone blocks going across, and then another iron trapdoor coming off this stone block here. We're going to take our stone, place down an additional 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone blocks back. We're going to place down a stone brick wall that's going to be coming off this lever right here. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor next to it, and then we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some oak wood slabs. And we're going to just place down a row of 2 of oak wood top slabs like that along the side. We're going to then take our stone blocks. We're going to go and do a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to then grab ourselves some stone brick upside down stairs, and we're going to place down a row of 6 of upside down stairs across, like so. After that's done, we're going to go and take our stone blocks. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we're going to go ahead and go to 17, 18, and 19 stone blocks back like so. And just to double check our count here, just want to make sure that we got the accurate counts, and it should be 19 stone blocks in total there. After that's all complete, we're going to go and start on the back here. And for this, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off this stone block. We're going to then grab ourselves a lever again. So going up to the front here, we'll grab a lever. We're going to place down a lever here coming off this stone block, followed by an iron trapdoor next to it. We're going to also grab a stone brick wall again. And we're going to place down a stone brick wall on top of this lever. We're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 of iron trapdoors. This is going to be followed by a stone brick upside down stair. Skip a space of 1, a second upside down stair, skip a space of 1, and another stone brick upside down stair, like that along the side there. Once we get to the back section here, we're going to place down an andesite wall, come off this stone block. And we want to go and then go off this andesite wall, 1, 2, 3, over, and then another andesite wall on this side. And we're going to basically use that to kind of build the whole left side of the ship once we get to it, but now we're going to go and focus on doing the rear. For the rear section here, we're going to go and take our stone slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 here in the center. We're going to then place down a dark oak wood fence gate, open up toward those slabs on both sides. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some smooth quartz. We're going to place down 2 smooth quartz blocks here in the center, 2 stone slabs here to both sides of those quartz slabs. We then want to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull, which is going to go at a slight angle here on top of these andesite walls. So just like that to both sides. And then continuing to work our way back from those slabs, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing ourselves a dark oak wood sign. We're going to place that down on both sides like that. We then want to place down a stone slab here in the center, and then an andesite wall to both sides. We're going to go then place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off that stone slab there, and then we're going to place down a skeleton skull on these andesite walls here to both sides. Once that's done, we're going to place down a stone stair here on top of this stone block here in the back, and we want to go and very simply just place down a skeleton skull here at a slight angle like this on the back here. So just like that. And that right there is going to basically wrap up what we have there for the very rear stern of the ship. Also, we're going to go ahead and grab an iron trapdoor and place it down off the side of this andesite wall over here on the right side. Anyways, with that all done, we're going to go ahead and now start working on our left side. So our left side here, we're going to go ahead and go from this andesite wall, and we want to go ahead and place down a row of 2 stone full blocks. Now we're going to take our iron trapdoors, come off these 2 blocks here, we're going to place down our 2 iron trapdoors, and we then want to go ahead and place down a lever coming off this stone block. We're going to place down another stone block here, followed by another iron trapdoor. And we're going to go ahead and place down another stone block, this time followed with a stone brick wall, like so. We're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, 3 stone blocks, followed by 3 iron trapdoors coming off those stone blocks. We're going to go then place down a stone row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stone blocks going forward. We're going to go and grab ourselves stone brick stairs. We're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair. And we also want to go and grab ourselves some skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a skeleton skull come off the side of the stair, followed by a second upside down stair. Another skull come off the side of it. Another stone brick upside down stair. Another skeleton skull coming off of it. And then another stone brick upside down stair, like that along the side. We're going to go ahead and also place down a polished black stone button, like this coming off this stone block. After that, we're going to place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs. We then want to take our stone blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4. And on those 4 blocks, we're going to place down 4 black stone buttons. We're going to then place down a row of 2 stone blocks, stone brick stair coming off of it, and a stone brick upside down corner stair like so. We're going to place down there 2 stone full blocks going toward the front, followed by a black stone button on the first one here, and then a stone brick upside down stair. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone blocks going forward. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a lever. We're going to place down a lever on top of this iron trapdoor here, followed by an iron trapdoor like this. We're going to go and then grab a stone brick wall. Place down a stone brick wall coming off the iron trapdoor there. We're going to then place down a lever, iron trapdoor, lever, and we're going to go and then place down a stone brick wall right here. After that, we're going to take our andesite walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 coming off those stone blocks there toward the front. And we're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off this first wall like so. On the insides here of the walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks. And we're going to then continue this row forward 1, 2, and 3 more like that. So you have 3 that stick past these walls. We're going to then place down a stone upside down stair like so. Skeleton skull on both sides of this stone block here in the front. We're going to grab ourselves an item frame and also a crossbow. And we're going to do the same technique here on this upside down stone stair with a item frame and a crossbow rotated around facing downwards, a black stone button, a lever, and our black stone button directly after that. And after we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up for this layer. It is quite a bit that we have going on here. Obviously, when you look at it from above here, we do have a lot of different details and a lot of different stuff going on. So do pay close attention and make sure that everything is correct on your end, as we don't want stuff not lined up early or later on. And again, here's a bit of an aerial view of what this should look like. Here's the right side, so you can get a nice view of the right side and how that's positioned. And then we'll go ahead and fly over to the right side, and again, here's the right side and what the right side should look like. One thing to take into account and make sure that's very important is that this front section is filled in. You will need this to be filled in because we do have some stuff that goes on top of it, especially in this section here. We have basically the anchor system and all that stuff, which is visible. So we do want to make sure that this section here is filled in, though you can fill the entire inside here with stone if you do choose to. Either way works perfectly fine. But with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and go to the bow of the ship. On top of the stair here, we're going to place down a birchwood stair like so. And we're going to then place down a birchwood button coming off the back of the stair, an item frame, and then a block of gold kind of tilted at a 45-degree angle there in the item frame like that for the Imperial crest there on the front of the ship. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on both sides of this birchwood stair. From this, we're going to go and place down a stone slab here in the center, and then come off the skeleton skulls from the previous layer. We're going to place down skeleton skulls here at a very slight angle on top of those ones, like so, to both sides there for the front of the ship. After that's complete, we want to go and then take a stone brick wall, and we're going to be placing down a stone brick wall here directly in the center, followed by an upside down stone stair to both sides, like so. After that's all complete there, we're going to go ahead and then take our daylight detectors, and we're going to go ahead and run a row of 3 of daylight detectors along the side here, and we're going to turn these to the night mode. After that, we're going to also grab dark oak wood signs, and place down dark oak wood signs on the sides of the stone stairs, and also the sides of the daylight detectors, just like that. After we have that all done, we want to go then grab a iron trapdoor. We're going to place down iron trapdoor here to both sides, and then a redstone repeater here in the middle there with the notches spread apart. And we then want to go and place down a andesite wall on top of these walls here to both sides, just like that. Once we have that done, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor here in the center, like so. And then we want to go and then place down a redstone repeater, like this, to both sides. After that's done, we're going to place down a stone block here in the center, andesite wall to both sides, and we're going to go and then do a row of 3 of stone blocks across. We then want to go and do a second row of 3 of stone blocks across. And then once we get to this point here, we're going to go do a row of 5 of stone blocks across, like so. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some gray carpet. We're going to place down 2 gray carpets here on top of these andesite walls like that on both sides. And that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for the front. Moving to the rear of the ship, we're going to do the middle the section here that needs to be done for, so it's the same for both sides there. So for this back section here, to go and get started, we're going to place down an end rod on top of the stair, followed by a grindstone on top of this dark oak wood fence gate here. And we want to go and then place down a smooth quartz slab, which is going to go on top of this wall here to both sides. And we're going to go and place down one more quartz slab going toward the front. To come off the sides of the first slab here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull to both sides. And we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a chain, and we're going to place down a chain, which will be like this next to that quartz slab. So like that to both sides. We then want to take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors coming off those quartz slabs going toward the front. And then grabbing our oak slabs, we're going to place down 2 oak slabs here in the center. We're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves a end rod, and we're going to place down an end rod on top of this fence gate here to both sides. Once we get to this point here, we're just going to go ahead and take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a stone block on top of those 2 walls there, followed by a stone upside down stair to both sides like that. And then in the very center here, we're going to place down a stone slab, like so. And then behind this, we want to go and grab ourselves some black concrete. We're going to place down a row of 3 of black concrete that goes across, like so. And then to both sides here, we just want to go and grab a lever. We're going to place down a lever here on the side of these stone blocks. And we also want to go and grab ourselves a ladder. And we're going to put a ladder here, which if I can figure out where it is, I will just grab one from here. We're going to have a ladder here coming off this black concrete block there to both sides. And once we have that all done there, that is going to basically do it there for the back and the front. And we're going to go and start working on our right side of our ship here. So to begin with, our right side here obviously being different from our left side, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and placing down what we're going to need here is actually an anvil, some dark oak wood signs, and some dark oak wood fence gates as well. So for this to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down an anvil on top of this stone brick wall. Coming off of it, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, open it up toward the stair, or toward the anvil, and then we're going to place down dark oak wood signs on both sides of the dark oak wood fence gate. We're going to go do the same thing here on this stone brick wall as well. So dark oak wood fence gate opened up toward the anvil, and then a dark oak wood sign on both sides of the anvil, or on both sides of the fence gate. After that's done, on the sides here of those anvils, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, which is going to be on the one over here on, or this one right here. We're going to then place down a andesite wall, followed by a stone block here in the center, and then another andesite wall. And we're also going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of that stone block. Once we have that done, we're going to take our stone blocks and just place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 directly behind those blocks. And then in this section here, we want to go and very simply place down a stone brick slab next to this anvil, and then we're going to place down another stone full block, like so, directly behind it. We then want to go and take our end rods and levers. We're going to place down 2 end rods on top of these 2 stone blocks here, and then 2 levers like that aiming toward the end rods like that. And then we want to go and grab ourselves some black concrete. We're going to place down a row of 2 black concrete behind those end rods, just like that. Once we have that done, we're going to go and switch back to our stone blocks here. And we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So all the way back to this black concrete block like that. Now, once we get to this point here, we're going to go and then place down a stone full block right here, followed by a dark oak wood sign on the side of it, we then want to go and grab our stone brick walls. And we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 stone brick walls. And then we're going to place down 2 oak wood top slabs. We're going to go and skip a space of 2. And after that space of 2 there, we're going to go and place down a row of 2 of end rods. Or iron trapdoors, sorry. So 1 and 2. We're going to then place down 2 stone brick top slabs. And then 2 black concrete blocks that come out to the side here. And coming off those black concrete blocks, we're going to place down 2 ladders, like so. We're going to go and skip a space of 1 and do the same thing. So 2 iron trapdoors, 2 stone brick top slabs, and then 2 black concrete blocks with the ladders coming off of them like that. After that, on top of the stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down a stone brick full block. We then want to go and place down a lever in the space in between it. Stone brick full block, lever, stone brick full block. We're going to go and then skip a space, and then we're going to go and place down a row of 2 of andesite walls. And we want to go and then place down a stone brick upside down stair, like so after that. Once that's done, we're going to go and then place down a andesite wall, which will be on top of this lever right here. And right here is where we get something that is optional. Now, if you are on Java Edition, or possibly some other versions of Minecraft, I'm not sure what versions have it all together, we're going to be going ahead and using a debug stick here to create a cool technique where we can actually attach the lever here to the wall. Now, this is a feature that not everybody has access to, but it's definitely a really cool feature, and it's going to help us create a nicer transition here for our mass here for these wires here. So to do this, real simple, we're going to go and take our lever here, and we want to go and do the selection of where it's facing. We're going to have it face the wall, continue to keep it facing the wall, but we want to go and make sure we change the facing of it. So we're going to change it so that on our ship in particular, it's facing west. So it looks like it's coming off of the wall right here, and it's flicked upwards like so. And that's going to be it for this mast here. And we also have the same thing, which will be taken apart actually on the next layer. So we're not going to even bother with that. But that's going to be it for the right side. So that's right here what the right side of the ship looks like. As you can see, a lot of detail, a lot of stuff going on. And we're going to now move into the left side. So left side here to go ahead and get started with. We're going to go after the black concrete block here. And we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 stone blocks forward to go ahead and get started. Now, once we get to this point here, we're going to place down a andesite wall here. And just like we did before, we're going to do the same technique here with our lever. Now, again, if you do not have access to this feature, then don't worry. You can go ahead and simply go without the lever. Lever here is just a nice little extra detail piece to kind of create a little bit more of a nicer slope and transition here for our mass. Again, not completely necessary to complete the build. So anyways, once that's done there, we're going to then place down a lever here coming off this iron trapdoor, and then we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on top of that stone brick block. We then want to place down 2 andesite walls going forward, and then once we get to this section here, we're going to place down a stone brick block on top of each of these stone brick upside down stairs going on the side here, like so. With that all complete, we then want to go ahead and go to this section here. We're going to go and place down a stone upside down stair. So we're going to place down an upside down stair facing this direction like so, and behind that stair we're going to place down a black concrete block like so. We then want to take our stone blocks and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, so connecting up with the front there like so. We're going to go and then take our stone brick walls, place down 2 stone brick walls on top of those stairs, and then we're going to place down 2 oak wood top slabs like this, followed by a iron trapdoor coming off that last slab like that. We then want to place down a polished black stone button right here in this section, and then we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some polished black stone slabs. We're going to place down 2 slabs here, a polished black stone button, a polished black stone slab here, and then for this section here we're going to place down a stone full block. Now we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves an item frame, a black bed, and also a dark oak wood sign. We're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of the stone block, item frame in it, and then a black bed rotated on its side like so. And actually we want it so that the pillow is facing upwards, so rotate it around like that. After that's done, we're going to then place down an iron trapdoor here next to it. We're going to go grab ourselves our anvils and our dark oak fence gates. We're going to place down an anvil here on top of this stone brick wall. Fence gate coming off of it opened up toward the front, and a dark oak wood sign on both sides of the fence gate. And we're going to do the same thing on top of this stone brick wall as well. So again, just like we've done the other side there. And then after that's done, we're going to place down a stone brick slab over here to the right of the anvil, or the one in the front. We're going to then place down a andesite wall here in the center, stone block, andesite wall, dark oak wood sign come off the stone block. And we then want to go and place down a skeleton skull, which will be coming off the side of this anvil, just like that. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for the left side. And with that, that will complete layer number 5 for the build. Here's a view of the left side here, what it looks like. And then going ahead and taking a view of a bump above. This is what it looks like from above. And then again, a view over here of the right side. So anyways, that's going to be probably our trickier layer. We have a lot of stuff going on there. So it can definitely be a little bit more of a difficult and challenging layer. But once you have that out of the way, we're going to be pretty much almost smooth sailing, almost done with the ship. So there is it for layer number 5 for the build. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 6. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 6. Layer 6 here, we're going to go and basically start to get into our flight deck and pretty much finishing off all of our details here, really for the most part on the sides. So we're pretty much almost done with the complicated stuff and pretty much getting closer to finishing the ship off. Now what we want to do to go ahead and get started with here is we're going to go ahead and go into the front of the ship. Now we do want to go and grab ourselves an iron bar. We're going to place it down on top of this birchwood stair like that. From this, we're going to go ahead and then go back with a skeleton skull that's going to go on top of this stone brick wall right here. After we have that done, we're going to then place down a lever on top of these 2 stairs like so, and then also on top of those stairs there, we're going to place down a item frame like that if we are able to. After that, we want to go and then place down a stone upside down stair on top of these walls. So just like this to both sides. And we want to go and then take our stone slabs, and we're going to place down a row of 3 across in between those stone upside down stairs. We're going to then take our top slabs again and do a row of 5 coming across the front there like that. If your trapdoors do decide to open due to these daylight detectors, we can go ahead and change the daylight detectors here to night mode or to day mode to hopefully get them to close. But for us, we do have access to the debug stick, so we'll just go ahead and close them up like that. If you're still having problems, you can change the daylight sensors out for stone slabs if for some reason they are continuing to open up. Anyways, once we have that done, we're going to then place down a row of 5 of stone top slabs across again. We're going to then place down a stone full block here in the center, and a side wall to both sides, and another stone top slab out to both sides. We then want to place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks across the center here, followed by a stone upside down stair to both sides. And we're going to go then do another row of 3 of stone blocks across, this time followed by a stone top slab to both sides as well. We're also going to go and place down a dark oak wood sign, come off the side here of this stone stair to both sides. Once we have that done, we're going to take our stone blocks. We're going to do a row of 5 across of stone blocks. We're going to go do a second row of 5, followed by a third row, a fourth row, a sixth row, and a 7th row. For stone full blocks going across, that's 7 rows of 5 going across. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves our light gray shulker boxes. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And we're going to then place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks on the sides. Once we get to this point here, we want to go ahead and then take our oak wood planks, and we're going to go ahead and do quite a few rows here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 rows of 3 of oak wood planks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then along the sides here, we're just going to go and take stone blocks and run a row of stone blocks to both sides. Once we get this done, we're going to then take our light gray shulker boxes. We're going to place down a row of 3 across, a second row of 3, and then a third row. And we're going to then place down 3 stone blocks to both ends. When we get to this section here, we're going to do another couple rows, or quite a few rows here of oak wood planks. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 oak wood planks going back like that. So 9 rows of 3. And then we're going to go and do a row of stone across the sides here. Same thing over here. Like so. Now once we get to this part, we're going to then take our stone blocks. We're going to go and do a... Or, sorry, actually, my bad. We're going to take Lake Ray sugar boxes, do a row of 3 across the center here, followed by a second row of 3, and then a third row. We're going to take stone blocks, place down 3 here along the sides. And then across the back here, we're going to go do a row of 5 of stone blocks going all the way across. Now when we get to this point here, we're going to go and then grab a stone brick block. We're going to place it down, coming off this stone block on the sides there to both sides. And then coming off it, we're going to place down a stone brick wall, going back like so. In the space in between these stone full blocks, we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone top slabs. And we want to go and then place down a stone brick full block, which is going to be coming off this middle top slab like so, and then a stone top slab to both sides. Coming off the stone brick full block toward the back here, we're going to place down a narrow wall. And we're going to go and then take our stone top slabs. We're going to place down a stone top slab to both sides here, and then a stone brick top slab coming off those stone brick walls on the sides there. We're going to go then place down a stone brick top slab coming off the stone wall here, and then 2 stone top slabs out to both sides like that. We're going to go then take iron trapdoors. We're going to place down a row of 3 of iron trap, or sorry, row of 5 of iron trapdoors across the back there, and then along the sides here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 going forward, and on the second from last iron trapdoor, or the second from the front, we're going to place down 1 more iron trapdoor back like that, and same thing over here. Like that. So right there is what the back of your ship should look like, and the whole middle deck section here, basically all of our flight deck and everything like that. And that right there is going to basically wrap it up for that. Now we're going to go and start moving into our sides and covering the side-specific things of the carrier. So to begin with, on our right side here, we're going to go to this stone block here. We're going to place down a stone slab, and then to both sides of it, we want to go and grab ourselves a skeleton skull. And we're placing down a skeleton skull, which is going to be on these walls here. We want these about at a 45-degree angle, like so. After that, we're going to go and then place down 2 iron trapdoors on top of these levers here. We're going to go and then place down a skeleton skull on top of this stone stair. Going ahead and continuing to work our way back, we're going to go and grab ourselves some polished black stone stairs and some dark oak fence gates. We're going to place down a polished black stone stair on top of that stone brick wall, fence gate coming off of it, and also a black stone stair on top of this wall here with again a fence gate coming off of it. We're going to go and take our iron trapdoors and place down 2 iron trapdoors coming off the stone block in the middle between those stairs. And we then want to go ahead and place down a row of 2 of levers on top of these 2 oak wood top slabs. And then coming off those levers, near the top portion, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors like that. And then an additional iron trapdoor back. So you have a row of 3 there. We're going to go then take our stone brick walls, and we want to place down a row of 1 and 2 stone brick walls with a skeleton skull coming off the side here of the third one, or the second one right here. We're going to then grab our stone full blocks. We're going to place down a row of 2 stone full blocks, and then 2 stone slabs coming off that to the side here. We then want to place down 2 levers here on these black concrete blocks and flick them toward the slabs like so. Right here, we're going to place down a stone brick wall, skeleton skull, and then we're going to do the same thing we did here. So 2 stone brick blocks, 2 stone slabs, or 2 stone brick slabs, and then 2 levers like that flick toward the stone brick slabs. After we have that done, we want to go and then place down a dispenser, which is going to be on top of this stone brick block, and a dark oak fence gate coming off the dispenser to the side. We're going to go and then place down a stone brick stair in the space next to it, and we want to go and then place down a dispenser here, and our dark oak fence gate coming off the dispenser. Once we have that done, we're going to then place down a iron trapdoor right here, a dispenser on top of that block, and a dark oak fence gate coming off it to the side there. Once we have that done, we want to go and then place down a cobweb that is going to be coming off of this block here. And we want to go and then use our debug stick, and again, if we have the ability to, we want to go ahead and rotate this so that it's facing, or basically coming off the cobweb like so, and flicked upwards like so. We're going to go then grab our stone slabs, and we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone slabs here. We're going to go then place down a stone brick stair here with a dark oak fence gate coming off the stone brick stair, and we want to go and then grab ourselves dark oak signs, and we're going to place down dark oak signs here coming off the sides of this of the fence post like that. We're going to go then place down a iron trap door, which is going to be coming off the side here of the stair, and we're going to then place down another cobweb in this section right here. And then come off this cobweb one more time out to the side. We're going to place down a second cobweb. And just like we did before, if we have the ability to, we're going to place down a lever on the side of this block and rotate it so that it's coming off of the cobweb like that. Once that's done, we're going to then take iron trapdoors, place down 2 iron trapdoors right there, and that's going to do it there for the right side of the ship. Here's what it looks like, and we're going to now move to the left side. So for the left side here, starting off on the front here, just like we did on the air side, we're going to place down a stone slab here, and we're going to then place down a skeleton skull at a 45-degree angle here on top of these walls here to both sides. Once that's done, we want to go and then place down a stone slab, which is going to be coming off of this section here. So on top of this iron trapdoor, and then come off the side of it, we're going to place down a dark oak sign. We then want to place down an iron trapdoor. We're going to then place down a polished black stone stair, and then coming off the polished black stone stair and place down a dark fence gate. We're going to then place down a iron trapdoor again, another polished black stone stair, and a fence gate go facing toward it. We're going to place down a row of 2 of iron trapdoors, followed by a gray carpet here on the side, and then we want to go and grab our levers. We're going to place down a row of 2 of levers on those 2 oak wood top slabs. We then want to place down a row of 2 of stone brick slabs. So 1, 2. We're going to go and then place down an iron trapdoor, followed by a stone brick stair with a fence gate that is going to be coming off the stair like so. After we have that done, we're going to then place down a dispenser, which is going to go on top of these 3 stone brick blocks. So just like this. And we're going to have fence gates coming off of each one of these dispensers along the side. In the space in between the dispensers and the stone brick stairs, we're going to place down iron trapdoors, like so, going across. When we get to this section here, we're going to place down a cobweb right here. And we want to go ahead and then do the same technique with the rotating the lever. So again, if we have our debug stick here, we're going to do the same technique. We then want to go ahead and place down 2 stone slabs here, like so. We're going to place down another stone brick stair with a fence gate coming off of it, and we're going to go ahead and have our dark oak signs on both sides of these fence gates. So just like that. And we want to go and then place down a iron trapdoor coming off the side there of that stone brick stair. After we have that done, we're going to grab cobwebs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 cobwebs to the side here, and we're going to place down a stone block, a lever here, and a debug stick. We're debug stick the lever to kind of have it come off of it like so. And then lastly, this space right here, we're just going to place down 2 iron trapdoors, just like that. And once we have that all done right there, that is going to complete layer number 6 for the build. And as you can see, we have pretty much all the side detailing now, all the AA gun positions and catwalks and all that stuff that would be present on the side of the ship. So anyways, that right there is going to be it for layer 6, and with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 7. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 7 here. For layer 7, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go and do our center line by placing down a birchwood button here, followed by 2 white carpets, and then we're going to place down an additional 2 birchwood buttons. After that, we're going to go and place down a white carpet, 3 red carpets back, a white carpet, and then we're going to take our white carpet and just run this all the way down the center of our flight deck until we reach the last iron trapdoor on the back. So it's just going to go all the way back here, like so. And that right there is going to basically do it for the center line. Moving out to the sides here, we're going to start off by the right side. We're going to place down 2 stone pressure plates up here in the front, a white carpet, and we want to go and then place down 2 stone pressure plates again, white carpet, 2 red carpets, and a white carpet. We're going to go then place down 2 stone pressure plates, and then taking our birchwood buttons, we're going to go and run a row of birchwood buttons here all the way down the sides. And we're going all the way back until we get to this last light gray shulker box. Actually, sorry, it's going to be right when we get to the first shulker box, we're going to stop. We're going to then go to these last stone slabs here on the back here. We're going to place down 3 stone pressure plates on top after the shulker boxes. And then we want to place down a line of 1, 2, and 3 of red wool. We're going to do the same thing over here on the other side. So just like this. And I'm going to go and go a little bit faster since I've already kind of explained it. But it's the same exact thing here on both sides. And we're going to go then place down 2 stone pressure plates, white carpet, 3 red carpet, white carpet, 2 stone pressure plates, white carpet, and 2 stone pressure plates. Now for the right side again, we're going to take our pressure plates, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white carpet, and then 1 and 2 stone pressure plates. We're going to go then take our oak wood pressure plates, and we want to go place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one thing we're going to quickly change here is after we place down our 8 pressure plates, we're going to place down a white carpet, delete this button, place a white carpet, and delete this button here and a white carpet. We're going to go then place down a pressure plate here again in the center, followed by another white carpet, and we're going to do the same thing again. So delete that button, white carpet, and delete that button over there and a white carpet like that. Taking our pressure plates again, we're going to go and continue our pressure plates back, and again using our oak wood, and we're going to go and bring it all the way back until we get to this section here. So we're in line with these last oak wood planks. We're going to go then switch back to stone pressure plates, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 pack, and then 2 white carpet. Again, continuing on our left side here, we want to go and grab ourselves some light gray carpet, and we're also going to be needing some brown carpet. Now for this, we're going to go and take our light gray carpet, we're going to place down one that is going to go over this space here, so we're going to go and add an iron trapdoor right here, come off that stone block. We're going to place down a light gray carpet on top of it, and it's going to be right here where this first stone pressure plate, or oak pressure plate is. And then going back from it, we're going to take our light gray carpet and run it back to this section here. We're going to place down a narrow white carpet, which is going to be in line with this one, a gray carpet here, and then a white carpet like that. We're going to place down one more light gray carpet going back, and then we're going to switch back to brown carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 brown carpets back. We're going to go and then take our light gray carpet, and we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to place down 2 red carpet like that on the end. After that, go into the sides here. We're going to place down a stone pressure plate over here on the right side, like so. And we want to go ahead and place down one more additional iron trapdoor here to the side. And coming off that, we're going to be placing down a lever. So just like this. And same thing over here, one more additional iron trapdoor to the side. And we're going to place down a lever like that facing forward. Now, once we get to this section here, I want to go ahead and do basically what we need to for our masts that stick out the side. So for our masts here, very simple. We're going to go and start off by going ahead and grabbing our barrier blocks. And we want to go ahead and place down a barrier block that's going to be coming off this lever, like so. We're going to place down a stone button here on the side of that barrier block. We're going to then go off this barrier block at an angle going forward. We're going to place down a barrier block like this, and then a stone button on top of the barrier block, and we're going to go ahead and stop right there for that. Going ahead and moving to our sections up here. We're going to be going ahead and going to this fence gate. We're going to be going ahead and placing down a, doing the technique here with our lever. So we're going to be going ahead and placing down a lever like this. So we're going to go and select this so that it is not on the wall but on the floor. And we want to make sure that we rotate this so that it is facing backwards like that. Now coming off of that, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a barrier block. And we're going to go then place down a stone button on the side of the barrier block. One more barrier block come off the stone button, and then a stone button on top of that barrier block, like that for right now. After that's all complete, go ahead and move into our masts that stick out the side here. Now we're going to start off by going ahead and go to this first one here. So the first one coming off this lever, you have 2 options. We can go ahead and do 2 end rods, like that coming off the side here, which would basically come off the side there. Or we can do a technique with our levers here. So we're going to use the technique for a lever. So that's basically an alternative option here. But we're going to go and use the technique for our levers. So we're going to go and take this. We want this to be rotated. So we're going to go and rotate this so that's coming off the back here of the end rod. And then we're going to make sure that it's flicked downwards like so. And we're going to do the same thing for this end rod here. And we're going to rotate this so it's coming off of it, and we want this one facing upwards. So just like that for that section there. Back here, we're going to go to this end rod. You have the same option. So on top of it, you can place down 2 end rods here on top of this lever here, or you can go ahead and use the barrier block or the debug stick method, which again is the preferred method, as it definitely looks better here for these masts. But again, whatever version you are on, you will want to use whatever works for you. And there we go. And we have that mast done. Going over here to the other side, it's going to be pretty much the same exact thing. So barrier block here, one coming off it going forward at an angle. We're going to grab our stone buttons here. And we're going to have a stone button come off the side and on top. And then, however, on this side, we do want to go to this first fence gate here. So this is going to go to this fence gate. It's located right here. So where this dispenser is over here on the right side. So it's going to be in line with that one over there. And we're just going to go ahead and do the same technique here. Actually, my bad. It's supposed to be one more out. So we want it on top of the fence gate. So again, we're going to be using our technique here. And then we'll have it come down like that. And we will need to... There we go. Like that. And then coming off that lever, we're going to place down a barrier block that goes back. Stone button here on the side. Come off the stone button and barrier block back. And then a stone button on top of that barrier block, like so. And then go into our mast here. We're going to do the same thing. So again, you have the option here, 2 end rods. But for us, we're going to be going ahead and using the levers here to go ahead and create a nicer look. Like so. And then the last one out to the side here. And we'll pretty much be good to go. And just like that. And once we have that done, that's it for that mast there, the rear one, and then this one up here, same exact thing. So again, you can place your 2 end rods or do the lever technique. And our last one here. Like that. And as you can see now, we have that basically done there for our mast for the time being. Now once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and start working our line over here on the right side. So the right side here, it is definitely different. We have our tower that starts to come into play, so we definitely need to take that into account. And we start on the back here. We're going to place down 2 white carpets here, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stone pressure plates going forward. We're going to then take our oak wood pressure plates, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, actually sorry, 13 forward. We're going to then place our white carpet, oak wood pressure plate, and then our white carpet again. We then want to go ahead and place down another oak wood pressure plate. And then after that, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a redstone comparator on top of the stone block like so. Oak wood pressure plate. And then we're going to place down another andesite wall, which is going to go ahead and go on this stone block here. And then taking our oak wood pressure plates, we're just going to go ahead and go forward 1, 2, 3, and 4. Followed by 2 stone blocks, or sorry, 2 stone pressure plates, 5 white carpets, and then 5 stone pressure plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going toward the front there. After that, we're going to start working on our tower here. So for our tower, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing some andesite walls, stone flow blocks, levers, iron trapdoors, and we're going to get started with this. So we're going to start off by placing down a light gray carpet on top of this first black stone stair. We're going to place down an andesite wall back from it, and then 2 stone blocks back, and then our andesite wall on the end here. We're going to go to the the second stone block here. We're going to place down a lever there to the side, and then we're going to place down 2 light gray carpets on top of those iron trapdoors and fence gates right there. Going back from this, we're going to go to the side of the wall, place an iron trapdoor coming off it like that, and then taking our light gray carpet, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 carpets back. So just like that. When that's all done there, we're going to take our oak wood pressure plates. We want to go and place down 1 right here, followed by an andesite wall on top of this wall here. And then we're going to place down an additional 1, 2, and 3 oak wood pressure plates back. We're going to go then take our light gray carpet, and we're just going to place down our light gray carpet along this row, all the way going back to the rear here. So just like this, all the way back until we get to this point here, and then we're just going to place down 2 red carpets, and then a pressure plate there to the side. So it looks like that there on the back of the ship. And with that all done, that's going to pretty much do it for this layer. This is what it should look like from up above, and we have our flight deck done and the start of our conning tower and all that stuff. So anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer 7. With that, we're going to move into our final layers and basically complete our design here for the IJN Sōryū. Alright guys, go ahead and move it into layers 8 through 14. For layers 8 through 14, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go to our conning tower. For this section here, we want to go and start off by placing down a stone slab, which is going to be on top of this wall right here. We then want to go ahead and grab our dark oak wood signs, and we'll be going ahead and wrapping dark oak wood signs around this stone slab. So all 4 sides, like so. After that's complete, we want to go and then take our stone stairs. So grab a stair here from the front real quick, and we're going to place down an upside down stair here on top of this andesite wall. Going back from that, we're going to place down an additional stone block. On top of the stone stair and the stone block, we're going to place down 2 more stone blocks up. Item frames were wrapped around the 3 sides here of the forward block, and we're going to go and then place down black beds in those item frames, followed by dark oak wood signs here on the side of those blocks. After that's all done, we're going to go and then take our dark oak wood buttons, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood button here. Sorry, actually this should be a polished blackstone button on the side here of these stone blocks, and we're going to go ahead and also place down one going down here on the left side. Once we have that done, we're going to grab a stone brick slab. We're going to place down a stone brick slab on top of this stone block there, and a light gray carpet on top of it. Going to the sides, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor, actually sorry, stone brick slab coming off this one block right here, item frame, and then a snowball in the item frame. We then want to go ahead and place down a grindstone on top of this wall right here. And then coming off the side of it, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a iron trapdoor on the side of the iron trapdoor, an item frame with a snowball in the item frame. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a skeleton skull, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull here coming off this stone brick slab. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and also place a dark oak wood sign here on the side of this iron trapdoor, like that for the front, and also the side of this stone brick slab, like that for the sides there of the conning tower. For the very top up here, we're going to go ahead and place down a anvil on top of this stone block. We're going to go ahead and then grab a redstone comparator, place down a redstone comparator on the top of this stone block. On both sides of the anvil here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, and then we just want to place down a end rod on the very top of this anvil, like that for the conning tower. After that's done, for the main mast, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing a andesite wall. We're going to place it down on top of this block here. We then want to go ahead and go up a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 end rods up. On our 4th one, going off to both sides here, we're going to place down another end rod. We then want to go and grab our iron bars, and we're going to place down 2 more iron bars up. And then again an end rod here to both sides of that first iron bar, like so. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some barrier blocks. And we're going to go ahead and start off by taking our barrier blocks. We're going to go ahead and place down one coming off this grindstone, followed by a second one up. And then we want to go ahead and go up and then out to the sides here. Or actually, they're going to go ahead and go off these end rods. So the last 2 end rods like this to both sides. So we want to barrier blocks like that. We're going to place down 2 stone buttons on the sides here. This one, stone button here, and then 2 on those side right there. Same thing for this one, 2 on this side, stone button going down, and then 1 right here. We can't place 1 right here, so we're just going to leave that spot blank. So it should look something like this there for our rigging. After that, we want to go and then grab a barrier block. We're going to go and place it down off the center end rod. So right here, the very top one. We're going to go and then drop down from this, and we're going to go and place down the barrier block down like that. And then from this barrier block, we're going to go and split out to the sides, and then come off this. So basically, coming off these skeleton skulls, we're going to place down a barrier block like so to both sides. We're going to take our buttons here. We're going to place down a button here on the bottom of this barrier block, 2 buttons here on either side of this next block here, and then we want to go and place down a stone button on top of this block right here, like that, going toward the skeleton skulls, like that for your rear mast. And that right there is going to do it for the rear mast. Now for the for the main mast, for these rear ones, to go ahead and work on these, we're going to go to the top of these levers here, and we're just going to place down an end rod on top and then 1 end rod out to both sides. And we're going to do this for each one of these levers right here, or if you use the end rods on top of the end rod here on the very tip. And then coming off the end rod, obviously, we're going to have this end rod coming off of it like that. Once we have that all done, we want to go and then take our barrier blocks. We're going to place down a barrier block coming off this stone button. So going up like this, stone button on the side here. And then coming off that stone button, we're going to place down a barrier block like that going forward, and then a stone button on top. We're going to go then place down 1 and 2 barrier blocks forward, 2 stone buttons on top. We're going to go then shift to the side here, place down 2 more barrier blocks, and then we're going to place down our 2 stone buttons. So it should look like this. And then we want to go and do basically the same thing we did for the back there. So barrier block, stone button on the side here, and then come off the side of this stone button, barrier block, and a stone button on the side of that block. And we're going to go over here to this side and do the same thing. So just like we did on the other side there, I'm going to go and do this side a little bit faster, but it's basically the same exact concept. So just like this, barrier block, stone button, stone button. And that right there will pretty much complete the rigging there. And with that, we have our design here for the IJN Sōryū Sōryū-Class aircraft carrier complete. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be anything from a sound of the build to my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. As always, you guys give me proper credit for the build you're free using for a project you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. But other than that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been your 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.